create nutrition label from recipe? This is a question that we get quite often here on Marketing Food Online, and I have done a handful of these videos about recipe and how to create a nutritional label for your food product. Now, if you're a cottage food baker and you're making food from home, you want to watch this video thoroughly. Now, though many states do not require a nutritional label, if your product is at a farmer's market and you have a professional looking label that I'm about to show you, it makes your product look more professional and more appetizing, believe it or not, because most consumers look for nutritional labels, even if it's a homemade food product. So, welcome to Marketing Food Online. It's Damian Roberti, founder and CEO of Marketing Food Online. In this video, I'm actually going to walk you through specifically how to make a nutritional label for cupcakes. Yes, cupcakes are a great and simple, easy way to start a very small bakery from home. But in many states, you're not required to have a nutritional label at all. This is going to give you an edge over anyone at local farmers markets, festivals, local events. You're going to look professional, and people will buy it probably most likely from you than a competitor if you have a nutritional analysis, because people want to know how many calories, how much sugar, how much fat. So, how do you create nutrition label from recipe? That's what we're going to cover right here and right now. You got to also be aware that we're going to be doing an entire series dedicated to different food products as well. So you want to hit the subscribe button. If this is your first video, we have over 1,000 food videos for the food entrepreneur. So let's jump into this. Let's get started, and I'm going to show you how this works. So now our first ingredient, the one thing you need to know about Recipe, by the way, and let me show you really quick too, is that they have an index. They have basically a dictionary, if you will, of thousands and thousands of ingredients already built into their software. So it's something that's super simple to use. So let's go ahead and type in our first ingredient is flour. And I'm actually going to use one of the recipes that my wife uses for her amazing cupcakes, by the way. And I'll go ahead and put that into the system here. And I'm going to show you how you can break it down into servings. Now, this recipe will make 12 cupcakes, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, we're going to use, let's see, unbleached. Yes, that's it right there. We're going to add that to the recipe. Now, when you type in an ingredient, let me walk you through how this works. You're going to type the ingredient here, okay? It will pop up in a variation of varieties. Let me scroll down. I'll show you. See all these different types? So the word flour is very vague, right? You want to find out specifically, obviously, what kind of flour. There's wheat, chickpea flour. It goes on and on. Rice flour and arrowroot flour. So typing in just flour is going to bring up all of these. So you want to make sure that you're obviously adding to the recipe. Is right here. You got to add the right one, okay? We're just using traditional white all-purpose flour. That's pretty general, right? Now, you're going to add it to your recipe down here. This is where it shows up. Now, when it first shows up, you're going to see it as a quantity in units as a already default, okay? We're going to make this more specific in a moment because I'm going to go through the recipe. And then we'll actually break it down by package size and even serving size. Now, keep in mind, these are FDA-approved labels. Why? Because they are data-driven, which Recipe knows that. And they have a data-driven version. You can have a lab-tested version, which if you want to spend that much money, go ahead. I've heard that it could go between $800 to $1,000. That is insane. So if you're a home-based food baker, your home-based business starting, you can create anything. And I'm actually going to show you here on the channel a huge variety of all, from hot sauces to baked goods to cookies and cakes, everything. I'm going to show you how this works. So number one is flour. Now let's go ahead and we're going to add another, which is baking powder. All right, baking powder. There we go, baking powder. Let me put that back. All right, here we go. There you go, baking powder. Had the cap lock on. Sorry about that. Oh, I didn't spell it right. Sorry about that. There we go. Baking powder. All right, guys. So there it is. Low sodium. Yeah, this is actually the double. That's the one right there. There it is. Okay. And again, you have to add it to the recipe after you add it here. This is a search box. This will not add it to the recipe on the bottom. So make sure you add it. Next up, we have salt. Okay, we have just a little salt. Salt. And that, just table salt. There it is. Gotcha. All right, next up, we're going to do butter, unsalted. Unsalted butter. Unsalted butter without, yep, bingo. Fantastic. Now let's add, I only have a couple more left, and then we will wrap it up, and I will show you how to add the sizes. Sugar granulated, yes. Eggs, large eggs. Fantastic. Large egg yolk, eggs extra large, large egg. Let's see, simple truth, extra large eggs. Yeah, we can use that one. Bingo. All right, so we got that in, and we have just a couple more ingredients, and then we'll get to it. Vanilla extract, bingo. That's what I need. And then our half a cup of, this one's unique, buttermilk. So milk, buttermilk, whole. That's it. All right, so we added that. Now, once you've added all of your ingredients, here they are. Now you need to specify quantity, guys. Okay, so now we have purpose 1.25 cups of all-purpose. So she's got the 1/4 cup. Actually, she has 2 on her recipe. So 2 cups. And we have, this one is teaspoon, 1 teaspoon. Oh, that's correct. Salt. No, not 1 cup. We have only 1 teaspoon of that. Okay. And then we have our butter, which is half a cup. So let me show you how this works, by the way, if you do half, okay? If you do butter, and it happens to be, let's say, half a cup, put the cup, and then you're going to decrease this to 0.5, which is obviously half. There you go, half a cup, okay? So that will change the quantity. Sugar, we have 3/4 cup. So you're going to choose 1 cup, and then on here, let me show you how this works. 7.5. Got it? That's 3/4 cup. And that will take it down to there. And then extra large eggs, she had 2. So we're going to simply highlight and add 2. And then we're going to tab down. Oh, there we go. Vanilla, and that's right, actually it's a teaspoon. And then the buttermilk, which is half a cup. So remember what I said, you're going to choose 1 cup, but then designate the quantity. If it's not 1.0, 1 full cup, it's a half a cup, then put half a cup, guys. 0.50. Done. Bingo. All right, so now let's scroll down. Now it says, obviously, there's 2,500 calories. That means if someone ate 12 cupcakes, which would be insane, you're going to have that on there, okay? So the net weight of the packaging, we're going to do it by ounces. The packaging weighs 16 ounces, roughly a pound. How many packages? It makes 1, but how many serving size? That's the most important. Wait a minute, I went up too high there. Okay, so we're 1-0. Now the servings, there's 12, as I mentioned before, 12 cupcakes. Now watch this over here, guys. All of this data will completely change. And serving size is 1. Wait a minute. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. It was the next box. There we go. Now it's going to change. There it is. All right, so this has got your individual cupcake breakdown. See how it says here, your packaging, if you're going to sell 12, then you sell 12. Serving size is 1, then that means 1 of the cupcakes. Okay? Gives you sugars, gives you everything you need to know. So that's it. That's basically how you do it. Now, this is the reason why I wanted to show you this, is because a lot of you were asking me, actually sending me emails about, hey, I've got a product that's sold by, like a cake. Nobody eats a whole cake, right? But they do eat a slice of cake. Now, on my next video, I'll show you is how to create one for a cake and designate it so each slice, a person knows how much calories is involved. So this one is cupcakes, and we're just going to make it vanilla. Name it 12-pack. All right. Now we're going to go to set the ingredient statement right here. There you go. So all of this information, all of this here is right here. That is your ingredient statement. That means that that's going to show, obviously, what everything is inside. And now you want to view your nutritional label, and bingo. There you go, guys. So now what I mean earlier, what I was talking about, if you're making a home-based food business and you're starting to do this from scratch, having this information on your label makes you just look that much more professional. And more customers, I guarantee you that they're going to buy from you because this information is pertinent to a lot of people. Want to know, hey, how much salt is that? I'm on a low sodium. How much sugar is in this? My kids, I don't want to give them a bunch of sugar. They're going to have a nutritional facts label set up. And then from here, right here, you save the label PDF and you basically upload this to your label and print it on your label. That's it. So that is how you create nutrition label from recipe. If you had a recipe and you want to make a nutrition label, bingo. That's how you do it for cupcakes, at least. And now stay tuned. Like I said before, subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be doing hot sauces, a variety of packages, even barbecue sauces. I'll show you how to do, if you're doing pickled cucumbers, or whatever you're doing, I'm going to show you how to do it. If you have a question, or if you can leave us a comment about what kind of video you want me to do a review for, and show you how to create a nutrition label for your food product, let me know below this video, guys, and I'll put together a video for you. All right? So I'll see you guys in the next video.